Hey, everybody, welcome to the first Monday Metaphysical live stream in October. So happy to have you here. Looking forward to hearing your questions and talking about what's on your mind because there's a lot on our minds today. It's really pretty crazy out there. So let me know what you're thinking about, what you need help with. We are here to support one another. That is the whole point of this community. And now, especially when things are so very challenging, it's the time that we reach out and bring everybody into our circle and just stand together with love and with our angels so that we get through this in the best way possible, making a difference in the world. Welcome, Mike, to Seekers. So happy to have you join us. And welcome, Aurora Blue. Happy to see you here. Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to tap dance for a few minutes while we wait for some more people to join us. You know, it's a good thing that we're on StreamYard tonight and not on Zoom because my ears are really wonky. The noise that I'm hearing is probably at about a 75 level. I can barely hear my own voice, so it would be really hard to be able to hear your voices. So at least this way, write your questions out. I'll be able to see them. And as the angel said to me, if you can't hear the world, you will still hear us. And that is oh so true. I'll always hear them no matter. So that's a blessing. Welcome, Dr. Elena, Karen, Kathy. Awesome to have you here. So it looks like we have 18 people already in the house. Wonderful. So tell me what's on your mind. You know, what can the angels and I help you with? And, you know, if we don't have metaphysical questions, we'll do whatever because we want to keep the conversation going and help everybody in whatever way we can. Mary Ann, Iris, wonderful to see you both here. Thank you for coming. Awesome. So if you read, hey, adventurer, welcome. If you read the newsletter yesterday, I told you that Helen and I did Natalie Wood, and that would be posting soon. Well, she posted it today, and it's only in her members section because there were people that we talked about in that reading that are still alive today. So it could present a little bit of a problem. So Helen felt like it had to go into membership where it had some protection. So what I'll do is I'm going to upload it into my member section, the Soul Seekers. So you can see it there if you are a Soul Seeker. That's $2.99 a month. Or you can join Helen's membership, which is only 99 cents a month. She's not doing this to make money, you guys. She's just doing it as a place to protect herself and take care. So it'll be in both of those places, and I'll get that uploaded for you this evening after we finish here. So we had a great conversation with Natalie, and we did talk about what happened the night she died. And I don't think either one of us were expecting what she told us. So yeah, you've got that to listen to. Hey, Alice, welcome. Aurora Blue, your brother passed 3 years ago and you wondered if he has a message. Okay, we will do that. Just, I'm going to hang on off on the answering for just a few more minutes until we get a couple more people here. But if you've been watching the news, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on. There's volcanoes shooting off here and there. There are from all accounts, somewhere between 600 and 1,000 people that are stranded on Mount Everest right now because a freak snowstorm came in and they can't get through the snow to get back down. So they're working diligently to save those people. Imagine you plan what you have to go through to be able to even make that trek. And then this freaky snowstorm comes and changes everything in an instant. It's really disturbing. And then, of course, what happened in Chicago when the ICE agents swarmed into a building and decimated families, just left chaos and destruction in their path. There's a lot going on that we've got to know about, but not get so engaged in emotionally that it pulls us off our path, because for no matter what we do as light workers, we came here to stay on that purposeful path to be able to make a difference right now. And that's what we're doing. So I'm just so grateful for all of you being here and joining us in that effort. And Dr. Elena, who's here in chat right now, she has a group that meets twice a month on a Tuesday, and I think it's called Pillars of Light. It's free. You can join that group, and what they're doing is, as a group, they're coming together and they're sending healing energy to Gaia and the planet. Well, the planet is Gaia, right? Gaia and the people. But they're putting down energetic light pillars for healing, for stability. And, if you're feeling like, I'm so frustrated, I don't know what to do, I don't know if there's anything I can do, that's something you can do. Just reach out to Dr. Elena. Elena, if you can put your email address there, that would be great. Just reach out to her and let her know you would like to be a part of that effort, because the more people who join that effort, just like what we're doing here, the faster we will get resolution and move forward. So it's a very important mission that she's carrying out with her group on behalf of all of us. So much gratitude to Dr. Elena for doing that. You guys, she's been doing stuff like this for decades and quietly doing it without anybody even knowing most of the time, working diligently on our behalf and Gaia's behalf to make things better, because that's what she was called to do. But I've been telling her she needs to let people know that she's doing it so that they can help her, because she doesn't have to do it alone. None of us have to do it alone. We just reach out for our angels and for our community, and together we're making a big impact. So, looks like we got a few more people here. Let me go back to those questions and we'll take a look. So, Aurora Blue, can you tell me your brother's name? I don't have to have it, but it helps me connect better if I have, just a first name. I don't need a last name. Just the first name would be good if you can pop that in there. Hey, Gigi, welcome. Rossi, so glad to see you. Kathy, I will get to your question. Absolutely. Iris, Nancy Ray, how can you contribute to others at this time in my life? Well, hopefully you just heard that speech I just gave you about helping with what Dr. Elena is doing. But all of us can help just by being present, noticing where there's a need, and then asking the angels to join with us to expand our energetic intentions to send healing and love to the planet and to the people. That makes a big difference. Of course, doing it as a group makes an even bigger difference. So we can all do that. Katerina, your Porsche 911, how interesting. Did you get a new car? Is that what that's about? That is so cool. Oh, your first time here. Wonderful. Trevor, good evening. I will get to your question shortly. I've got a few people in the queue ahead of you, but yes. And just, you guys, if I go down through the list and I miss your question, if it's obvious that I'm some ways past where you were and I haven't answered it, it's because I didn't see it. So then just let me know again and I'll get to it, because my intention is to get to everybody and not miss anyone. That's my commitment to you being here. Hey, Marby, welcome. And I owe you a happy birthday. So happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to dear, beautiful Marby. So glad to have you as a part of our community. I hope you had a fabulous birthday celebration. Your son gave you the name because you love cars. That is wonderful. Trevor, welcome. Okay, so let me pop back up here. Aurora Blue, I don't see your brother's. Oh, Bill, there it is. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so angels, for Aurora Blue, could you call on her brother Bill to step forward? She would like a message from him. So Aurora Blue's brother Bill, welcome. What would you like to say to your sister? He's sending love. That's the first thing. Is there something specific, though, that you would like to share with her tonight to help her with what she's going through right now, or anything at all? She would love to hear from you. It's a little awkward because we don't really know each other, so we're taking just a second to get acquainted. So, Brother Bill, she is patiently waiting for your response. What do you have to say? He wants you to know that he is so proud of you that you have stepped forward at this time of great need in the world to do something that's greater than yourself and your own purpose. Because honestly and truly, it's a scary time, and it would be understandable if you were holding back and you chose not to be involved. There's no judgment on anyone who feels that way, but he just loves it that you have put aside your reservations, you're pushing through, and that you are being a part of something greater than yourself. I'm seeing some colors flashing by, like a maroon color and then a black. Now, these colors could just be, symbolic for what they are, or they might mean something special to you. So I'm just sharing everything I see just in case it's something that you'll recognize. So what else would you like to say to her, Bill? He says, you keep fighting the good fight because I am standing right behind you. And he's showing me, he's got his hand on your right shoulder, supporting you, sending you energy. He says, I'm backing you up. I'm your backup plan. So if you need extra help, you call me. So he's volunteering to help you at this time by being part of your team. Anything else, Bill? He's talking about spilled milk. So do you mean like something that happened, spilled milk, or something else? What does that mean? Yeah, spilled milk, water under the bridge. Let go of old conflicts and hard feelings. Bygones be bygones. Release all of that to free yourself up to fully be present in your lifetime right now, because that's more important than anything else, so that you can live your life to the fullest, accomplishing all that you intended for this lifetime. Okay, so thank you, Bill. We appreciate that. Kathy, a message for you. You thought you heard a message from a guide, but you want to make sure it was from him. Okay, so for Kathy, do you have a message to share with Kathy? So I'm hearing the song Tarara Boom Die, but I'm hearing a very specific version of the lyrics that George Carlin did in one of his skits. And it's like, Tarara Boom Die, I got mine today. Did you get yours today? Something like that, Tarara Boom Die. It was hard to explain, but it was his sarcastic humor. So I don't know if that specifically has meaning for you, but when I hear that song, usually with the normal lyrics, it's about bringing more joy and jubilation into your life, bringing that energy in, regardless of what's going on around you. Bringing that energy in can be life changing for yourself and for those who it reaches out to touch. So, anything else about that for Kathy? Look up, babe. Look up and watch the sky. There are messages in the sky that will be coming to you. So keep an eye out. Watch for us. We're coming. So that's kind of intriguing, Kathy. I don't know if you're connected with people from other planets, but that's kind of what it felt like. So that's pretty cool. Adventurer, how much has the breath work helped you? So for Adventurer, can you tell him, has the breath work helped him with his work? Absolutely. It's causing you to be more grounded. And I'm seeing you like with roots growing down from your feet into the planet. They are grounding you, giving you this steady foundation from which to do your work, which is vitally important because sometimes it's pretty intense and it could lift you up a bit and cause you to be off kilter, if that makes sense. So they want you to know that the breath work has been perfect for allowing you to create that beautiful, strong foundation from which to do the work and be more effective. Because if you're bobbling all over the place, you're not going to be very effective. So let me know if that makes sense. Iris, any message for Iris? So, Iris W. A team of Iris W. Do you have a message for her that you would like to share tonight? They say they're transfixed. Okay. You're transfixed or she's transfixed? Well, they're saying you're transfixed. Okay. By what? What is she transfixed by? They're saying by the overwhelm, and they're feeling that they're standing right up next to you so close that they're actually touching your body with their energy. I don't know if you're feeling that or not, but they want you to know they're trying to help you get through whatever has you so transfixed because it feels like it's not a positive thing for you. So they want you to feel their strength, their energy, and their intention. Allow that to flow through your body, loosening up your feet and your focus so that you can break free of whatever's got you transfixed and get back to focusing on more positive, uplifting things. So, anything else for Iris? Yeah, they're always there. They want you to know that. If for the smallest little thing that you need, just ask. They will do it. Right now, they're taking you by the hands on either side, and they're trying to gently guide you forward to get you free of that energy that you're transfixed by. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Nancy, I think I answered the question, Nancy, but if I didn't, let me know. And I just realized I should be looking at the comments over here because they're bigger and easier to read. Okay, let's see. Where did I go? Yeah, here we are. So, Rossi, it's your birthday month and you'd like a message. Wonderful. Okay, so for Rossi, team, what do you have to share with Rossi for his birthday month? It's going to be an exhilarating month, Rossi, so buckle up and get ready. And I'm seeing you as a cowboy riding. You're in a rodeo and you are on the back of a bronc. And so it's bucking and you're holding on with all your might. And the angels are there kind of steadying you on either side. And you are staying on that bronco. You're doing an excellent job because they're helping you. And you are astonished that you're able to stay on because it feels like it's out of your comfort zone or your bailiwick, and they are showing you that doesn't matter. If you have the intention and the determination and allow them to help you, you can bust through any limitations that you thought were there to accomplish whatever you want. So that just gave me goosebumps. Talk about a great birthday message. That is wonderful. So any limiting beliefs that are there holding you back, brush them away. They're a waste of time and you've got better things to do. So break free, try new things, expand your world as celebration for who you are and what you're going to accomplish in this next year. Because there's so much joy, wonder, and delight awaiting you. And happy birthday, Rossi. Okay, Trevor, a message from your mother passed a few years ago and further guidance about the 3-eye atlas and the ET contact. Okay, so first of all, for Trevor T. Mom, are you there for Trevor T? Would love a message from you. She says, hi, darling. So happy to see you. Even though it feels like we're separated, I want you to know I am nearby. I'm always keeping an eye on you. So very proud of you. And I love you more now than I did when I was there in the flesh because I've seen who you are, what you're about, what you're bringing to the world. I'm so proud of you. Keep doing it. You are making a difference. And even on those days when you feel like, oh my gosh, there's just not enough that I can do to make a difference, that's not true. That's ego trying to hold you back. Know that I am with you. Your team is with you. You could do anything you set your mind to because you are amazing. There's so much more that you can and will accomplish. And I am delighted to be at your side witnessing all of it. And when the day comes when you join me on this side, we'll have lots of long talks about that. But in the meantime, know that I'm close And when you reach out for me, when you speak to me, I always hear you. I always respond. Hugs and kisses for you from Mom. It's beautiful. Thank you, Mom. Okay, so angels, anything further that you want to share about the three-eye atlas that we haven't already talked about? They are just laughing their behinds off at how this thing out there in space has captivated our attention and created so much controversy and interest. And they just think that's a big old hoot. I don't know if you saw the recent video. I think it was just in Sunday's video where Metatron talked about the three-eye atlas and how they are here witnessing the shift on Earth that we're going through, because from their perspective, this is something really outstanding and grand that they want to witness, just like we send probes out into space because we want to witness some of those novas happening and shifts in the galaxy. So Earth is the happening place for ETs to be right now. They want to hang out and watch the show like it were a 4th of July spectacle, to the nth degree. So that's a lot of what it is. So is there anything else additional that you can share with us about the three-eye atlas that would be useful to know at this time? Ah, a caution. They're saying, listen, it's a really cool thing. It's good that you're curious and that you want to know about it, but don't let yourself get so carried away focusing on that you get off track for the work that you are doing here on Earth, because that supersedes everything. What you came here to do as a soul is the most important thing. Never to lose sight of that. Always be focused on who you are, what you bring to the table, and what you plan to accomplish. That's the most important thing. So hopefully that helps. If you want to know more and you have a specific question, throw that out there because I'm happy to ask. And you also, okay, and ET contact. So I think I covered all of that. But if I didn't, like I said, throw another question in there. Okay. Portia, 911, Katerina, a message from your guides. So, team, what would you like to share with Katerina tonight? This is funny. I am hearing that song. It was the theme song from the Benny Hill show. I don't know if you remember that, Katerina. It was big song. I think it was heavy on the saxophone, and it was kind of a wacky, outlandish, goofy soundtrack to all of the antics that Benny Hill got up to. So that's what I'm hearing to begin with. So is that you telling Katerina she needs to lighten up and have more fun? Is that what that's about? Yeah, it's even more than just having more fun, Katerina. They want you to let your hair down, let go. And if you feel like dancing in the street, go do that. Just live it up. Let go of your normally reserved state to just be a little outlandish. It's breaking free of that mold. And it's like you're too straight laced. They want you to loosen up and just feel your way through to a little bit of goofiness and see how that feels, because they're saying that you need that right now. It would really be helpful to you. So, I mean, maybe even pull up a Benny Hill episode on YouTube and watch it with glee and laughter and see how that makes you feel. But that's what they're saying you need right now. So, hopefully that makes sense to you. Hey, Linda, welcome. So glad to have you here. Marby, a general reading. You got it. Okay, so for Marby, what do you want to share with Marby tonight? Well, happy birthday, sister. We want you to know we're celebrating right with you. And if you want to take a journey into your records, Marby, they want you to know they would be delighted to welcome you with all the fanfare that the birthday girl deserves. And they will share with you some exciting news about your coming year, because every year in the records for your birthday, they archive the past year and they open a new section for the coming year. So they have a party whether you're there or not. But if you'd like to join them for the party, even though it's not today as your birthday, in the records you can go and they can still recreate that day for you. You could celebrate with them. So if you want to do that, by all means. So can you give Marby a hint about what's happening and maybe an outlook for the future that would be useful for her to know right now? Okay, so I'm hearing this song. Let me see if I can get the lyrics for you. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything is wonderful. And I don't remember the rest. Hopefully, you know that song. I think it might be Leslie Gore. It was like a 60s song. But if you don't know the song, just go to YouTube and type in Sunshine, Lollipops, and Rainbows. It should come up. That is the energy that they are bringing to you for your birthday. And it's kind of a preview of things to come for the year. So that sounds to me, Marby, like you're going to have a fabulous year in spite of the chaos in the world. So take that to the bank, live it like that's your truth, and allow it to expand, and it will be even more marvelous than sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows. Everything is available for you when you walk with your team and allow them to help you. So wonderful. Happy birthday. Have a fabulous year, Marby, and let us know how it goes. Oh, it hasn't happened yet. It's on the 9th. Okay, well, that's a preview of things to come then, right? So be sure you really let everything go and just have a fabulous time. And on the 9th, if you want to go into meditation and just ask them if they'll take you on a journey into your records, try that and see what you get. It might just surprise you. It's a marvelous experience. I've done it a number of times and it just never gets old. They really pull out all the stops. They'll just do whatever to please you and excite you and help you lean into the expansion of the coming year. It's marvelous. Alice, hey there. Marianne, does your mother or your guides have guidance to deal with your brother and father? Okay. So for Marianne, mom, angels, can you share some wisdom with her for dealing with dad and brother? That would be really helpful. She would so appreciate it. Oh, sweetheart, we are so sorry that you're struggling. I wish it would be otherwise, but they've got to meet you halfway. You can't change them. All you can do is note who they are, send them love, and hope that they will feel it and respond in a positive way. But if they don't be discouraged. You just keep sending them love and good intentions. And even if they never turn around, on the spiritual level, they will have received that, and it will make a difference when they cross over, whenever that day happens. So you love them, you want the best, you want to have a relationship, but they've got to cooperate here. You can't do it all yourself without sacrificing yourself, and that's not a wise choice ever. You take care of you, you do the self-care, just keep sending that love. One day they might just feel it and shift a little. That's a possibility. But just from a place of grounded and centered love, keep sending that energy whenever you think about it, and then let it go. Move on. Live your life. Do not allow their lack of engagement to derail your soul journey. You keep going out there living your best life. And if you're craving a little more family support, then, dear one, please go out, find friends to fill those spaces for you, because it needn't be blood relations who fill that space for you. You can go out, find friends, and make them your family, and you can have that love and support that you're craving. Anything else for Marianne? Yeah, so much love from Mama. And she wants you to know, she's blowing you kisses. She wants you to know, baby doll, she is standing behind you, embracing you, trying to fill you with love and with strength and resolve so that you can do what you need to do to take care of you and to change the world, because she has great faith in you that you are and you will continue to change the world. Much love to you from Mama and the Angels. That felt really wonderful. You're going to get me crying here, Marianne. I need a tissue. Hang on. Uh, her love was very palpable. So, yeah, it's lovely. All right. Oh, thank you, Katerina. The happy birthday to all the October babies. That's so sweet. Appreciate that. Alice would like a message from Brother George, who passed in 2006. Okay, so for Alice. Brother George, do you have anything you want to share with Alice today? The energy I'm picking up from George is very serious, kind of a quiet guy. I don't know if that's who he was in life, but that's the energy he's projecting right now. Or are you saying that that's how she is and she needs to lighten up? I need clarification on that, George. He's saying that you're a lot alike in that way. You were both kind of reserved and quiet. And he's saying that he has some regrets about that he wasn't more viscerally engaged with life. And he would like you to take that lesson from him and be more viscerally engaged with life. So now I'm seeing a picture of you. You've taken your shoes off and you're out in the park and you're walking in the grass. It's like that picture from Pretty Woman where the pretty woman gets the man. What was his name? I forget. Anyway, she gets him to take his shoes off and walk in the grass, and it's a revelation to him. And it slowly starts to open him up to a different side of life, a different perspective, to really living rather than just being and being so goal-oriented. So are you saying that she's too goal-oriented? Is that part of the makeup, or is that just a fraction of something else? Hmm. Yeah. He's saying you lean towards too much of the type A being driven, and that will not serve you from the spiritual side. You will regret that one day. So take that lesson from him now, incorporate that into your life, try to find a balance. You could be goal oriented, that's wonderful, but it shouldn't be the be all end all. You want to find joy, find that spark, that joie de vivre, and get out there and really live your life, experiencing the sensory input from the world, smelling the roses and feeling the grass under your toes, things like that. Is that anything else, George? No, that's it for now. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Let me know. Regina, hey, welcome. Oh, yes, happy full moon. I saw it earlier this evening when I was feeding Merlin. It is just a glorious moon. Yeah, we really needed that burst of lovely energy to shift things around. You are welcome, Aurora Blue. You're welcome, Kathy. Ms. Debbie, you found 4 or 5 heart-shaped rocks this week? Huh. Do the rocks have messages for the people who find them? Well, I believe they do, but let's just ask. So for Ms. Debbie, when somebody finds a heart-shaped rock, is that a message from the other side, from the angels? It's a message for those who have eyes to see and ears to hear. There are plenty of people out there who will see them and not think anything about it. Maybe it'll make them smile, but they don't have the level of awakening that would allow them to feel that there's more there. And they're just so tickled that you do and that you appreciate it because they love being appreciated. Who doesn't, right? And they love that you're always looking out for them because it's like your little shorthand communication with your team. That's one way they can quickly get your attention because you've worked out that language with them. So keep going and you will add more delightful things like that so that you can expand the conversation with them far easier than always having to puzzle out what things are. So it's kind of like a shorthand that you have with them, but absolutely, yeah, messages. And they're saying also layers of messages, just like rocks are multi-layered. So allow yourself to Skim off the top, get the initial message, and then ponder a little bit and allow that other message to bubble up within you to see what else is there. And if you don't get it on the initial attempt, it's okay. It'll be there. You can revisit, and they'll help you to find the additional layers over time. Because some things, like beautiful packages, get unwrapped one layer at a time. And there's always another exciting, delightful layer waiting for when you're ready to unwrap it. So hopefully that makes sense. Rossi, you're hearing When Will I See You Again? Oh, interesting. Okay. Does that song have special meaning to you? I hear it once in a while too. It's a cool song. Oh, Trevor, your mom's name was Carol. Awesome. Well, thank you, Carol. We appreciate it. Oh, Nancy, you were looking for a spiritual message for your golden years. Okay, let's ask for that. So, team, a spiritual message for Nancy about her golden years. Well, first of all, honey, let's not talk about them as your golden years, because when you do that, there's a certain mindset that comes with it. And we don't want you to take on that mindset that, this is the last chapter of your life, or, you know, limited years, any of those negative connotations that come with, quote, golden years. They don't want you to have that. They want you to look at this as the next exciting chapter. And who knows how many more are out there, to embrace it with vibrancy, with excitement, and without limitation. So when those thoughts come up about, maybe it's past the time when you could do that, or, yeah, I'm too mature to be walking around barefoot in the park, that kind of thing. Those are limiting beliefs. That's ego holding you back. And right now, you don't need ego holding you back. You want to let your soul soar. Live out your days with joy, excitement, and bliss. Go for the gusto. Get everything you can. Now is the time. And it's especially important that you do it now, because with all the darkness around, the dark energy, excuse me, it's important that you counterbalance it with all of that joy and bliss. So bring that to the table. Sorry. Bring that to the table and watch what happens. So, Gigi, you have been sick for a long time. Well, I'm so glad that you're better and you're able to be with us tonight. We're so grateful to have your energy here. Sorry, I got this tickle that's now bothering me. Come on, angels, kick it in. We need it to go away. Oh, we have another person in Seekers. Thank you, Ms. Debbie, for welcoming them. So I welcomed Mike earlier. Welcome, Karen. So delighted to have you here. And if you came later, I was telling the early birds that the Natalie Wood video, I'm going to post it in the membership group, because Helen posted in her member group. Since we talked about people who are still alive, it's a little dicey about posting that publicly. So my apologies for those who won't see it. But, you could join Helen's membership, which is only 99 cents a month, and watch that video plus all the other stuff she's got there. Just join for 1 month and then drop out. There's no obligation to stay. Or you could join mine, which is $2.99 a month, and same thing. You don't have to stay. Jump in, get all the goodies, jump back out, come back in the future if you want. It's all good. We just need to have a safe place to share things that we can't really talk about freely, if you know what I mean. You are so welcome, Trevor. You're excited and blessed that you're here on Gaia to witness contact. Yeah, it's exciting, right? Jeff Robodine, thank you for the $20. That is so kind. I really appreciate that. When you pray, you feel lots of energy in your legs and sometimes around your whole body, depending on what you're praying about. You'd like an explanation and suggest how to develop it. Okay. So, angels, for Jeffra Bodine, can you shed a little light? The energy that he's feeling when he prays. What is that about? Well, first of all, it's validation that your prayers have been heard and that they are being acted upon. That's important for you to know. But also, it's like an invitation to play. They're they're making you tingle so that you will connect with them more frequently and more opportunity for more tingling because that's just it's like, some people maybe get a tap on the shoulder or a touch on the ear. And for you, it's the tingling. So it's a shorthand to let you know they are there and they're with you and they're, you know, communicating with you. So what else about it? There must be something deeper. Yeah, they're saying it's a preview of things to come because, sometimes you do the prayers and you have those doubts. Is it really getting through? Am I being heard? Will anything change? And that's normal. They're not criticizing you for that, but they want you to know the tingles are helping you to build confidence because it's that signal that you're being heard. So when you feel that, take some deep breaths, relax into it, and then just allow more of the message to come through. And over time, your clairs will kick in. You may get visions, you may get messages in your head, you may feel something in your body, and just allow whatever that is to happen. Make note of it, write it down, and watch how it expands over time. That's just them trying to help you expand the conversation because it's their heart's desire to be heard so that they can take you to greater heights. That's what it's all about. So keep going. You're on the right track and you will have a breakthrough. And the important thing is practice makes all the difference. Metatron has said a lot recently and as well as before, but he's really kicking it up a notch right now about doing that 2 to 5 minute connection, maybe twice a day. And the more you do that, the faster you will get messages and the bigger those messages will get. It's just you finding that rhythm and that space where you can allow it to come through. And that just happens with time and practice. So you're on the right track. Keep going. Katerina, you'll look it up. You're originally from Croatia. Awesome. Okay. Yes, you are a bit uptight at times. Okay. Yeah, so go out there, they just gave me a picture of you at the zoo, just dancing around in front of the animals, emoting to the animals to see if they will pick up on the energy and return. So I don't know if you go to the zoo, but that might be a really fun thing to do. And don't worry that anybody's watching you. Who cares? You just go and dance with your angels, and the animals will witness it. And they will see the angels, even though the people won't. That's what will be really cool about it. Watch their reactions because you might pick up clues from them about what the angels are doing that you're not seeing. And eventually you may actually see it. Just allow that to be true. And it can be. All that magic is there, just waiting to come through for you. And if you think you see it, don't tell yourself you're making it up. It will feel like you're imagining things. That's normal. Go ahead and imagine it and allow it to be true. And you will have so much joy, wonder, and delight in your life. Mike, you have you need some ongoing motivational stimulation. You've been getting bogged down with the complexity of things that have previously been easy. Well, Mike, the energy has changed. Things that were easy it's almost like you're underwater and it takes more effort to do things, right? Because the energy is murkier right now. So maybe it's not you. Maybe it's just the natural way of things in this new reality. So rather than criticizing yourself, maybe be curious about it. Okay, if that's true, if I'm effectively functioning now as if I'm underwater, what can I do differently to get back into a space where it feels more comfortable? Because anything new often feels uncomfortable until we get used to it. So stop excoriating yourself or believing that there's something wrong with you. You are perfect. There's nothing wrong with you. It's a matter of finding that new normal and then flowing into it and then watching as miracles occur. Yeah. They just popped that in, Mike. I didn't say that. They did. So take it to the bank. And maybe you need to invite Raphael to join you under the sea and go for a stroll. See how that feels. See what you observe and learn when you're walking with Raphael. Yeah, pretty cool. Let us know, Mike. Linda, you loved Benny Hill. Awesome. Linda D, welcome. So glad to have you here. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. Dr. Elena, can Spirit explain the meaning of the huge white bird with pink spots and the white wolf with bright blue eyes, and why your mom and dad were wearing waders standing in the stream feeding something? Okay, that's a big one. Let's ask. So for Dr. Elena, can you tell her about this strange bird with pink spots? Is there a greater meaning to that bird that she needs to know? Oh, they're saying it came in from another dimension. It came through a portal. So you saw it, but probably nobody else saw it because it came through that portal to connect with you. Excuse me. So are you saying that this is a creature that she has connected with in a past life? Is that why it sought her out? Yes, it's been part of your reality in the past. Oh, and they're saying that because the veil is getting thinner between the worlds right now, you're probably going to have more experiences like that. More odd creatures coming through, making their presence known. And it's just kind of mixing things up for you, keeping it interesting because you've done this for so many years that in some ways it's like you're wearing blinders and you're seeing what you expect to see. They want to shake things up and show you things outside of what you expect to see to help bring in more expansive messages for you. So, anything else about the bird that's important to know? Okay, now they're being silly and they're saying it's the version of Big Bird from that other world. That's their Big Bird, and it's silly and it entertains and has a lot of fun. So it brought in that kind of energy, just in a different suit. All right, and what about the white wolf with bright blue eyes? Was there a message from the white wolf? Well, there's kind of a theme with the white buffalo, the white wolf. That's a theme, that purity, that connection to divine from multiple lifetimes. And what about the blue eyes? Is there something special about that? They're saying that was just to get your attention because brown eyes are just not as striking in a wolf because that's what you're used to seeing. They're wanting to bring you things that are catching your attention that are out of the ordinary. And they're saying, besides, it was gorgeous. How could you not appreciate that wolf? We wanted to get you to focus on it, think about it, allow it into your reality. And now they're saying, because that white wolf with blue eyes walks with you and it has your entire lifetime. Just this lifetime? No, multiple lifetimes. It's been a special helpmate to you in multiple lifetimes. And you have reached a pinnacle where you're needing more support. So the white wolf made itself known to you. It's like, okay, hello, Elena, I'm here. Let's get back to business. We have things to do. So it was, part of it is the way it looks is so attention getting that you couldn't ignore it. You wouldn't think it was just your spirit animal showing up. You knew there was something more. So you had to dig in and find out what that was. So that's what that was about. Okay, so what about her parents wearing waders? What was that about? Oh, well, this is a twist I wasn't expecting. It's kind of a symbolic representation of the karma they created in their lives here with you. They're up to their eyeballs in that karma, and the waiters represented that. I don't think the waiters went to the eyeballs, of course, but it just they needed protection because it was so deep. Their karma is so deep. So, in case you had any doubts, there are karmic consequences for the way you were treated. So, I hope that's helpful to know. Let me know if it makes sense. Oh, standing in the stream feeding something? So what are they feeding? Can you elaborate on that? What are they feeding in the river? Oh, it's like they're trying to make amends. So they're throwing out, it's like alms for the poor. You know how they do that some places where they're trying to make amends for something they have done. It's like being forgiven for your sins by throwing out something to the needy. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to hedge their bets and get past that karma. Good luck with that. Aspie Third Eye, a job at the University of Memphis. Is that happening soon? So for Aspie Third Eye, is it highly likely that a job at the University of Memphis will come forward soon, come to fruition soon? Job? Not right now. Wrong timing. So will it ever? Will it ever be a fit? The possibility exists for down the road, so don't give up on it. Just let it simmer for a while until the timing is better. And then when it is, you can focus energy on it again and get the angels to help you. It can be yours, but not right now. There's stuff in the way that needs to be worked through. And it feels like on both sides before it's a good fit for you because they want it to be a success for you. So they're kind of blocking it at the moment until the timing is right. So hopefully that makes sense. Hey, Richard, wonderful to see you. Thank you for the loving lights. It's so appreciated. You've had a heavy feeling in your shoulders for a few days. What is it representing? It feels like you're carrying a heavy load. Yeah, okay, so for Richard, can you explain what this feeling of heaviness on the shoulders is all about? Is there a message there? What is he supposed to understand? They're saying, Richard, you're carrying a load that doesn't belong to you. So they've increased the heaviness of it to bring it to your attention so that you can consider, why are you carrying somebody else's load? That's a wrong choice because it weighs you down. It takes you off of your own purposeful journey. Don't take on the burdens of others unless there's a really good reason that serves you. We can take on obligation and responsibility for other people if it's something we're excited and happy to do. But if we take it on out of obligation or responsibility, then it becomes a burden and holds us back. Plus, you will get more opportunities for the same kind of energy, which you don't want more of. So they're saying, do a little visualization. And they're showing the bluebird of happiness. Here you are sitting on a park bench. You've got this big load on your shoulders. And it's now it's morphing. It looks like a yoke that oxen wear. You know that long curved yoke that they put on oxen? And so your hands are like here on the ends of it holding it. Yeah, overhanded. So you're holding it like this. You're just resting your arms there. The bluebirds of happiness fly down. There's more than one. And they grab a hold of the straps and they lift it off of your shoulders and carry it away to be transmuted. It's not your burden. Don't carry it. Give yourself the gift of freedom from other people's burdens. That's what it's about, Richard. So you got some work to do. And then you can meditate and visualize that being lifted off of you. And when you do, then feel the lightness that comes when it's gone. Thank you, Linda. It was Leslie Gore. Okay. It's funny. That song used to come up every once in a while, but I haven't heard it in a while. So it's significant that it's coming up now in this time when the energy feels even heavier. It's like a counterbalance almost, which is really wonderful. Hey, Watch the Birdies, welcome. I don't remember seeing you before, so delighted to have you here. October is a great month for a birthday. You're celebrating 50 this week. Wow, congratulations. Happy 50th. Have you Googled the significance of 50? I would recommend doing that to see what delightful surprises await you, because there are marvelous things that happen with those kind of big markers for birthdays. And it can really help you to put it into perspective instead of thinking about, oh my, I'm that old. It's more about the excitement and what's to come because you're just getting started. There's so much more out there for you. So if you haven't already, Google it and see what you find. You are so welcome. I'm glad it feels marvelous to you. That's wonderful. Oh, the client called you marvelous. Hey, that's pretty cool. Awesome. Congratulations. That's wonderful. You're making connections there. Katerina, oh, thank you. What a lovely thing. Beautiful energy and love. Yeah. That's the angels. They just beam it down and send it out to the community, which is why we're here together, because we need to do that periodically. And the marvelous thing is, it just comes pouring out unceasingly from my heart chakra without me having to do very much. I've just agreed to be the carrier for that. And it just flows out around, surrounding us, adding to the beautiful energy that each of you bring to the table. And so now is a time for all of us to amp up that energy intentionally, allowing it to bless and expand, changing our world one day at a time. Linda, a message from your guide. Why your body is aching? Is it a healing that you're feeling? Okay. So for Linda D, what can you tell her about this aching feeling in her body? Is that a sign of healing? Or what is she to take from this experience? Linda D. It's your body trying to get your attention to take a little more care. It feels like you need to tweak your diet a little bit. Some more anti-inflammatory foods would be really good for you. So you might want to Google what some of those are. The thing they're bringing up right now is turmeric. So you could either add that to your food or you could make golden milk, and you can find that recipe, many variations of it online. That helps with inflammation. So that achiness feels like it's inflammation in the body. They're saying, yes, it can heal, but you need to do some tweaking both in the movement department and in the diet department. Just tweak a little bit. Help your body to help you. So hopefully that makes sense. If you need more clarification, just, post that below. Welcome, Starseeds Wisdom. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Marianne, you are so welcome. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that it hit the mark for you. So much love going out to you, Marianne. I know how hard it is, those family issues. I have my own disconnected family. But I just went out and found friends and made them family. And then I don't miss the others. They were never a match for me. That was not going to change. So I just filled in the space. And now look what has happened. I have this marvelous community that feels like family. And I'm full up with family and love, and you can be too. We can be that for you, Marianne. It would be our honor and pleasure. Sending you lots of love. Black hole art. Deborah, not Deb, please. You don't know this, but I hate being called Deb or Debbie. It's Deborah. I outgrew those other names long ago. And thank you. You've dreamed of being a performer, like a massive performer. How in the world do you start this when you have no support and you feel completely suffocated by the system? And your name is Lucy. Okay. So team, for Lucy, what can you share with her about this dream of being a performer? Is this something her soul is calling her towards? Okay, you're going to love this, Lucy. There is a soul group from the planet Vega, Vega. I believe you're from Vega. I don't know for sure because I didn't go into your record and do that reading, but that's the energy I'm feeling. And people from Vega are natural performers. Their soul is wired to be a performer. They would be the children who make up plays and entertain the adults. They enjoy being the center of attention. And if they had a motto as a people, it would be, ta-da! That's the energy they bring to the table. So I think that's why you feel that way. Knowing that, you get to decide what you do about it. Is it realistic? Is there a pathway that you see for yourself to perform? Then pursue it. Don't hold back. You are naturally wired to do that. But it can take many forms. It doesn't have to be like, for instance, being in the movies, right? It could be doing something at a smaller level that is still very satisfying. Could be at a large level. You could be a speaker. You could be on YouTube. What do you want to do? What are you pulled towards? Start there and explore it. Allow for the possibility that that might be where your soul wants to go. And then just experiment. Try things here and there to see what feels good. But your soul is calling you to do this. It's feeling like almost like hands on your shoulders kind of pushing you forward a little bit. So honor that, explore it, see how it feels, and always make a choice that feels the very best. That's the wise choice and the path that will serve your soul at the highest level. So I hope that helps. Alice, you are so wonderful. You're going to kick up your heels and have some fun. I love that. Go, Alice. Let us know how that goes. Star Seeds Wisdom. A message regarding the next few months. You pray that what you want will happen. Okay. For Star Seeds Wisdom, what do you have to share with her about the next 3 months with regard to what she's praying for? They're saying you can't rush the timing. Relax and flow with it. Allow it to unfold in divine timing because it will be better for having done that. The possibility exists that it could speed up. It could be sooner. But more likely it's going to take a little bit longer just because of all of the outside factors that need to be accounted for. So while they are working diligently to bring what you've requested, some of those things require other people taking action. And those haven't all come together yet. So they're working on it. Know that it will come in time, but probably not in the timing that you have set forth. But don't get discouraged. Just stay in the flow. Be in a state of gratitude for whatever portion has already arrived, knowing that more is coming. And it is oh so sweet. It will be like a kid at Christmas when it all comes together, and it will be so delicious and exciting that it won't matter whether it took longer than what you wanted it to. It will be well worth the wait. So that's exciting. Let us know how that's going, Starseed. Nancy Ray, you are young at heart. That's so beautiful. Regina, any messages about your love life? You're single, open to mingle, and you've got lots of fun. Okay. Oh, and you like the zoo idea. Okay, cool. Yeah, do that. More fun is always wise for all of us. The angels say that all the time. We just don't give ourselves the opportunity to have more fun. And, whether you're Christian or not, you might remember the story of, Jesus talking about how the adults needed to become like little children to get into the kingdom of heaven. Now, of course, we know that's not literally true now, but the energy is true. And the angels are constantly talking about how we need to bring more fun and joy into our lives because it shifts our energy, it opens doors, it makes more things possible. So without that fun, upbeat energy in our lives, things are far harder than they need to be and they take longer. So all of us are wise to inject more fun and more joy and just outright silliness into our lives. That would make a difference. So for Regina, what can you tell her about her love life? Oh yeah, baby, bring the fun. Because who doesn't want to be around somebody who's fun, who knows how to have a good time in a wise way, in a responsible way, but having fun. And when you do that, your energy will shift because you will be feeling more fulfilled because you're allowing yourself to have that feeling of fun. And then you will become a magnet for those individuals who are a match for your energy. And remember, you don't want the ones who aren't a match. You want the ones that will come in and fill that space that you've been holding for them to be an equal partner with you, to create just the most glorious life together. That's worth waiting for. But in the meantime, go have more fun and allow yourself to flow as that person flows to you. So I hope that helps. Starseed, when you do your daily protection, it includes walking into a bubble of golden light. You always call on Archangel Michael and the team. You get crazy chills and you hear the team chuckle. That's beautiful. Yeah, they love that you are aware that you feel their presence and acknowledge it. Imagine they're working so hard on our behalf. So when we acknowledge and are grateful, that does their hearts good. They appreciate being appreciated. So that's beautiful. And it will continue to expand. You probably, yeah, they're really giggling and they're saying, just you wait. More people are going to start showing up. More of the team, whatever number you've got now, they're talking about it multiplying. As you're allowing, more of them are going to come in and get in on the fun. So just expect that. Oh, Jeffro, your body buzzed during the reading. Awesome. You are so welcome. I'm so delighted to hear that. Thank you for the validation. Oh, Foxy Mama, so glad you remembered. Awesome that you could be here. A classic cloud. Is your family seriously affected by ancestral karma? And if so, how do you overcome it? So for a classic cloud, is there some deep, dark ancestral karma that's weighing that family down? Yeah, there is something back in the lineage. I don't know if it's slavery or just oppression of other people, but that's the energy I'm feeling. So somewhere back there, that's a part of the lineage and it's seeping through because it's ugly, it's corrupt. And they're saying, "Dear blessed child, you have come to help your family and your ancestors release, cleanse, and transmute that energy because you are aware of it and you are willing, you're stepping up. So call upon your angels to help you do that. They will show you what you need to do. And of course, asking them to help you with it. If you feel led to light candles, create a ceremony, make it, a solemn, sacred ceremony, do that. And then just allow the words to flow, to be channeled from you, because you can do that. When you're in the flow, when you're connected, those words will just come out. You won't have to think about them. And you may surprise yourself by what comes through. But you can absolutely do that. And it would be a fabulous blessing to you and your family. So thank you for asking about that and allowing for the possibility. That's huge on the soul level. Yeah. And keep us posted on how that goes. Guillermo, you've been dealing with a lot of anxiety most of your life. It looks like there's a fear of living and no apparent reason to feel like that. Is it something from a past life, and how can you heal it? Okay. So for Guillermo, the anxiety energy, is that connected to something in the past life? Yes. And how wise of you to make that connection and to make the inquiry. So they're congratulating you for that. That's huge for you. They're saying, yes, you can release it. You need not carry that burden for the rest of your life. In fact, part of your pre-birth plan was to do exactly that so that you can be free of it and you can live more fully in this lifetime, accomplishing more of the goals that you set for yourself. So what suggestions do you have for releasing it and being free once and for all? Well, they're saying the important thing to know is that as a sovereign soul, you have the right to call it out and ask the angels to take it from you, to take the burden off your shoulders, to transmute it for you. You don't have to do it yourself. Let the angels help you with it. So do a meditation, and if you need to, just find a guided meditation that feels right to you, do that. And then when you get to the end of it, you'll be in this beautiful, receptive energy. At that point, stay in that relaxed space, call your angels to come forth and to lift that heavy anxiety off of you, to transmute it so that it never returns. You can do that. And you might take a look on my YouTube channel. I've got a whole bunch of meditations there. I've also got a little book of meditations that you can find wherever you buy books. There are 18 meditations in there that cover the spectrum that Metatron chose. He curated that book. He chose the meditations that went in there after most of them came from him to begin with. And he chose the order in which they appeared. And there is a soundtrack for each of those meditations. So you can read them, then you can play the meditation, the audio. So between those two places and whatever other resources you have, find one that feels comfortable, like a fit for you, and do this. You might need to do it more than once, but go into it with the expectation that it will be successful, that your angels will pull that burden off of you, and repeat as necessary. Once might be enough, but if you need to, you can do it more than once. And keep us posted on how that goes. Thank you for the hearts, Marby. Aspie, you are so welcome. Penny G, welcome. You dreamt that you had a device attached to your leg. What is it and what does it monitor? Wow. Okay, so for Penny, the device that she dreamed was on her leg. Is that metaphorical or is that something more concrete? It's more concrete. Okay. So is it like an ethereal implant? No. Is it a physical implant? No. Okay. Is it from a past life? Okay, so something from a past life. Oh, they're showing me you were a prisoner in a past life. You wore shackles with chains. So that resonance of that energy is waiting to be released in this lifetime. That's one of the things you wanted to accomplish. So can you give us any more details about that? Was it prisoner because of a crime that she committed? No. You were a part of an oppressed people, a tribe. And that was part of, you were enslaved. So that's what you wore, and that energy remains in your etheric body, and it's waiting to be released. So now that you have that specificity about what it is, you could pray and ask the angels to take it away. You might do a meditation where you visualize an archangel or Jesus or even a departed loved one coming and removing it and then healing the leg as well as your psyche and your entire energy body. You could do that. You have lots of options. So feel your way through it. What feels the most empowering to you? Because this is about you asserting your authority as a sovereign soul. You are ready. It's time. And that's why you're aware of it. So you get to decide how you dispose of it. And if you need more help, let us know. We're happy to help you. So Guillermo, I think that we got all of that. But if I missed anything, let me know. Let's see, where are we in our progress here? So it's 10:17. We should probably stop with new questions at this point. If you have a follow-up question, though, please do post that, and I will get to the follow-up questions. Hey, Craig, welcome. It's been a while. Hi, Clara. Great to see you. Starseed, in the Jewish tradition, throwing pebbles into the water on Rosh Hashanah is a symbolic way to cast away your sins. So maybe that has to do with Dr. Elena's vision. It could be, yeah. So hopefully she's here and heard that and will let us know if that makes sense. But thank you for that insight. That's beautiful. And of course, Rosh Hashanah, new beginnings, right? So getting rid of all that old karma, releasing the sins. And it was just Yom Kippur as well. So it could be connected, all of that energy. Foxy Mama, your son had 2 interviews for a software company. He's ready to leave and have career growth. Is this company and role a good fit for him? Okay, so I'll come back to the second part in a second. So Foxy Mama's son, the job at the software company, is that a good fit for him? I get a no on that. It's early days, Foxy Mama. He should not rush it. He should take his time. That job just feels like it might be exciting and intriguing at first glance, but when you go down under the surface, it's not all it's cracked up to be. So not a good candidate for him for his dreams of the future. Okay, and the second part, November 2025, still good to travel to Japan. So for Foxy Mama, is it highly likely that November of 2025 is an optimal time to travel to Japan for her or her family and her? November 2025. Yeah, they're saying rock solid, still good. And they're saying stop worrying about it, honey. We gotcha. Sorry. Sorry, I should have muted myself. Hope it wasn't too hard on your ears. Gigi, a message for your long-awaiting holistic healing path and much appreciation. Okay, so for Gigi, what can you share with her about the holistic healing path? Despite all outward appearances, now is actually a good time to pursue it, Gigi. In fact, now is an optimal time to pursue it. So start taking steps, even if they're baby steps, towards that goal, whatever that looks like for you. Tune into your angels. Be watching for the signs because they're going to be tossing breadcrumbs at you left and right. So when you see that breadcrumb, take immediate action, follow it through, which will lead you to another clue and another and another. They will guide you every step of the way. But yeah, now's a good time to get started. Linda, it feels like not enough nutrition or vitamins. If you're feeling that, then honor that wisdom from your body, Linda. Absolutely do that. Yeah, sometimes our bodies are screaming at us about things and we don't get the message or it's, muffled in some way. We're busy, whatever. But especially now, it's so important that we listen to our bodies because we need to nourish them, support them, and keep them as healthy as possible because we've got a big job in front of us. And we need them to be strong to support us so that we can last as long as we need to for this lifetime. So we want these bodies to stay healthy and hearty. Yeah, that's very wise of you. So keep us posted on how that goes and how you're feeling. I'm so glad, Starseed. Love having you here. So, Craig, you were in Albuquerque, huh? Oh, I'm glad you had a good time. Daniel, so wonderful to see you. You're catching the last part. Great energy. Any new insight from your entourage? Well, let's just ask them. So, for Daniel, what would you like to share with Daniel this evening? Oh my gosh, for you, Daniel, I am hearing what is the name of that band? Oh my gosh, they're from Michigan. Um, Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, who's that band? Who is that? You must know who that is. I think you're from Michigan, aren't you? Anyway, that's the message I'm getting for you, Daniel. So that's really cool. What else do you want to say? And forgive me being off tune with my ears being all wonky. I don't know if I'm up or down or where, but you hopefully got the message. So, about Daniel and magic, can you expound upon that? Oh, dear boy, so much magic and excitement waiting for you. And we are jumping up and down with joy at your progress. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and share. Share wherever you feel led to share. Bring that big heart of yourself and share it with the world because you are making a deep impact. It's like, and I'm seeing you like you are represented by a stagecoach. And a stagecoach on a muddy road leaves a really deep rut. You are making deep impressions with your energy and your intention. And they are saluting you and thanking you for doing that, for stepping up to the call, following through, and bringing the love and energy. So happy for you. And they are so happy and proud of you. That's wonderful. Thank you for coming. It's wonderful to see you and allowing us to receive your message as well. You are welcome, Starseed. Black hole art. Thank you. I feel called to sing and dance. Confident in vocals and train and dance multiple times a week. Very Tada energy. Oh, that is so cool. So, black hole, Lucy, right? I just remembered Lucy. If you Google Vega, you might find some information. Take it all with a grain of salt because there's a lot of misinformation out there along with the gems. So feel your way through about what feels true to you. Discard the rest. But there should be some information out there about Vega. It's one of the tribes that I find when I do my soul introduction readings. I look for the planet of origination, where you're from, and that's one of them. So I know the information's out there. Oh, you're so welcome. Yeah. I'm not angry if people do that because they don't know. It's habit to shorten names like that. It happens all the time. But me stepping into my power means letting people know kindly that I would prefer Deborah. So that's what that's about. Because, in past years, I wasn't empowered. I would have just dealt with it, even though I didn't like it. And that's not who I am anymore. And that's not what I want to role model for you, because now is the time for all of us to step into our power, our sovereignty as a soul. That's how we're going to get to Earthtopia. So it's really important. And thank you for allowing me to share that. Starseed, yeah, joy is the highest vibration emotion. Bliss comes right up above that. But yeah, joy is right at the top. Absolutely. You feel like you have a large team, protected and loved. Yeah, and you do. It's true. Your team is so vast you can't even imagine. It's legion, and they tell me that is upwards of 20,000. So it's in that range. And some are bigger, some are a little smaller, but it's in the range of 20,000, which is kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. But that's what we need, so that's what we get. Oh, thank you for sharing that, Foxy Mama. Some energy clearing channels. Awesome. Oh, Regina, I'm so glad the message felt amazing and magical. Yeah, that's what it's all about. Just being in the flow and letting the magic go. We need more of that today to brighten up things and help us to get through. You're welcome, Penny G. Oh, thank you for that note, Debbie. New questions end now. And Linda, thank you. Oh, thank you for that validation, Regina. The job is a bait and switch. Interesting. Yeah. You are so welcome, Gigi. Oh, Foxy Mama, you're laughing because your angel team and Metatron know you too well. That mama bear protection all the way. Oh, thank you for the love. Gratefully accepted. Much appreciated. Richard Cardinal, I think you're responding to Bay City Rollers. That's the group with the it's magic. Yeah, right. Love that song. Yeah, it was a great song. I fondly remember that era. Some great music came from that. Pilot sang Magic. Two people said that. I don't know what that song is. Was it the same lyrics and maybe a different band did a cover of it? Because I'm pretty sure Bay City Rollers did the original that came out in 70s, I think. Daniel, you got goosebumps. I love that. Keep me posted. And I do owe you a reply. I haven't forgotten. Just getting through it all right now. We're still going through a lot of craziness with mother-in-law and trying to figure out where that's going, but we shall get there. Pilot is a Scottish band. I will have to look. Unless there's another song that is similar, but it could also be that they did an updated version. That happens too. Yeah, it's like, ho, 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 it's magic. Never believe it's not so. That's the beginning of it. Yes, there you go. Daniel, you just wrote it. I love it. I'm so glad you know the song, though. It's always more fun when the receiver knows what the song is, because sometimes they don't. Yes, I'm still doing the follow-ups, Black Hole Lucy. So, yeah, if you didn't already, put that in there. Yeah, Starseed 20,000. I know. I was gobsmacked when Metatron told me that. But he explained that it's so complicated to help us because they have these things all lined up, these synchronicities to help us achieve our goals. So you can imagine out in front of you, you've got this path, and then you or somebody else makes a decision that they weren't anticipating, and bam, it gets blown all to pieces. And now they've all got to come in, not just your team, but the other teams, and rearrange those synchronicities. That's why we need so many to help us, because we're such unpredictable creatures. That's part of having free will. So it's just the way it is. And that's why we have such a large team. And thank goodness Creator was understanding about that and gave us such a team. So Lucy, posting clips online, would that do you any good, like singing or dancing? Okay, so for Lucy, Would it be productive to post clips online of her singing and dancing? Yes. Don't be shy, honey. Put it out there. Yes, absolutely. Do that. Let's see what happens. And ask your angels whether or not the place you're intending to share it is the most optimal choice for you. Doesn't hurt to do that because then you can go through like a list of them. If you use a pendulum, you could use a pendulum, go through which one or in what order. You can do that as well. So they can guide you through which ones to choose. Just like when I did the little meditation book, I had all of the meditations all lined out, and I went through and asked Metatron for each one, does it go in the book? And once I had the list, and he said it had to be 18, so okay, we got 18, magic number. Then it's like, okay, what order? So I went through one by one until we got the order that he wanted. So you could do all kinds of stuff like that. Different way to communicate with them. Pilot wrote it and performed it in 1974. Gosh, I don't even know who Pilot is, Elena. I'm going to have to go listen. I could have sworn it was Bay City Rollers, but I guess they did something else. Yeah, Craig, I think those of us of a certain age well remember Casey Kasem on Saturdays. Wow. Yeah, he was great. Thank you, Linda. You remember too. Okay, it looks like I'm at the end. Wow, you guys, angel magic, because 10:30 is when we would normally stop. And getting through all of those questions to end up at 10:32 is pretty darn awesome. Wow, I'm always gobsmacked by what they do. So there's your follow-up, Regina. Will you meet anyone on POF, which is a dating app, or should you close the account? So for Regina, is it highly likely she'll meet somebody on the dating app POF? Oh, I hear a big booming no. No, 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 no. Wrong energy. So closing the account. Yes, 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 yes. You don't need that in your life. Thank you, Craig. They did Saturday night and lots of others. Okay. I guess my memory is more wonky than I thought it was. Thank you for the hearts, Foxy Mama. You are so welcome, Starseed Wisdom. Thank you, Jennifer. Deeply appreciated. Happy full moon. Yes, indeed. Lucy, you are so welcome. Okay, you guys. So, anybody else going once, twice, three times? If there's a follow-up that you still want to get in there, pop it in really quickly. I'm just going to scan on the YouTube side to see if there's anything there that I missed. Craig, your favorite was the way you look tonight. I'm going to have to go look now because Pilot, I'm just drawing a big blank. Oh, Marianne, thank you. You like the hair and glasses. Yeah, I'm growing it out. Now that I'm mostly past hot flashes, I can stand having it a little bit longer, and then I can put it up. So that's where I'm going for. You are so welcome, Marby. Regina, you will do awesome. Okay. Foxy Mama, some scammers were on POF. They used a celebrity photo with an ethnic accent. Okay. Yeah, there's lots of that stuff going on. It's disturbing. One hit wonder. Okay, so that's why. All right. Thank you, Craig. That helps. Yes, thank you, Starseed. Love and light to everybody. So let's just bring our energy down with a closing prayer for those who are still with us. And thank you for being here through the whole thing. I so appreciate that. It's wonderful. If you haven't yet seen the October forecast, you must go watch it. Kaboom. Wow. Action-packed with all kinds of stuff. And of course, because it's Metatron, there's all kinds of positivity added in there to help deal with the things that are not so positive. And then Sunday's message just picked that right up and carried it forward with some really astonishing things. So, yeah, keep up with what Metatron is sharing. it's really like it's helping to keep us moored right now because things are so rough. And so, he's helping us to steer the boat to get through this safely and as quickly as possible. All right, so take a couple of deep breaths. Let's call in all of our teams to draw in close to us to amp up the level of love and delicious, exciting, transformational energy that is permeating our world right now. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to all of your teams. You are so marvelous. We are so excited to be here to have this experience together, feeling the power that we possess collectively to truly make a difference in our world. We are changing things one step at a time. So exciting. And our future is so bright and wonderful and not so very far away now. What else would you like to share with those gathered here? Anything in closing that you want to share? Yeah, more Tarara Boomdia energy, definitely. They're splattering that all over us. They're spraying it. Those cans of spray string? That's what they're doing. They're spraying us with Tarara Boomdia with like those string spray things. That's funny. Thank you, team. Okay. All right. Well, let's just ask for love and grace for those who have gone through troubled times recently, and thinking about the judge in South Carolina whose house was blown up and her family. Be with them, help them to heal and find their balanced place again. For the whole building full of people in Chicago who were raided, children and their parents torn apart, and the atrocities committed, please blanket them with love and protection. Help them to find their way back to their loved ones. For the atrocities that continue in Ukraine, we ask that you would bring mercy and love to their land. Help them to find their way out of this morass that they are entrenched in. For all those who are lost, wrap your arms around them, draw them near, help them to find their way to the light. Please and thank you. Thank you for all the love, the blessings, all the many things that you do for us that we're not even aware of. We are deeply grateful and appreciative. And thank you once again to all of you for being here. Much love and light to you, and I will see you next month. Mwah. Bye, everybody.